Welcome into the Can We Kick It podcast. I'm your co-host Mike, along with Chuck here.
Hey.
What's up, Chuck?
What's up, my brother?
Oh, not much. Watching the Texans lose 28-3 in the fourth quarter in the preseason game against the Dolphins.
Oh, man, I was so excited after last week.
yeah,
They
against
won.
the Patriots. That's all right. They'll rip off like 9 games in a row, and everybody will think they're hot shit. Then they'll lose in the playoffs again in the first round.
Who, the Patriots or?
No, the Texans.
Oh, no. I'd say 4-12 or 13, whatever we play now.
Yeah. You're going up against like the Colts with like Anthony Richardson. They're not there. And just looking at CJ Stroud, he's not there yet.
I officially switched my allegiance, as you know, to the Cincinnati Bengals. So much
Totally
so
fine.
that we are looking to take a trip to Cincinnati.
That's
Actually,
right.
I think it's very reasonable.
Yeah.
The tickets, the airfare, hotel. So,
Yeah, the tickets are basically like 50% of the entire expenses, which is a really good deal.
and that's versus the Texans too.
Yeah.
That was the game against the Texans.
What weekend was that again?
November 11th, 12th.
Yeah, something like that. I was hoping we could bang out a Cincinnati Twins baseball game while we were there so I could mark it off the list, but I'll have to go back.
Yeah, it was around the 11th. I think it was the 12th. Yeah. So
that'll be awesome if we pull that off. Watch Joey B just slinging it.
We could go to a University of Cincinnati basketball game. I don't know if that'll be Big 12 season yet.
Yeah, November.
But if there's a Saturday, I don't think racing season is either, because they say we could drive an hour to Lexington and do go to Churchill Downs, but I think they're closed at that time.
Cincinnati's in the Big 12 now?
Yeah, buddy. Fuck off with your SEC bullshit.
November 11th. Oh, dude. They're going to be at Houston. Yeah.
Oh, that would have been awesome.
That would have been insane. Back-to-back Cincinnati-Houston games would have been sick.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Yeah. But, yeah, that'd be cool if we pull that off. Football. Thank God, man.
And
real football
is back. So we have Mike and I's team played each other last weekend, or the first Sunday of the Premier League.
Yeah,
one of those days. Chelsea and Liverpool tied 1-1
as expected.
Their last 7 matches they drew. Fucking crazy.
All draws, man.
It's insane.
It's nuts. Yeah.
I mean, it's not America, so there is ties.
Yeah. The world hasn't ended, so yeah.
Did I tell you when I went to we went to Atlanta to the soccer games there? So Chelsea and Newcastle ended in a draw, and 2 of the people I was with from Baton Rouge that met us there, and that was their first soccer game to go to. They really enjoyed it. At the end, they're like, we're walking out, they're like, can't believe it ended in a tie. This is America. We don't do ties here. And I'm like,
came out to watch this shit.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, so it's a good time. It's time I start shelling out money for fantasy football that I never win.
Yeah.
And squares.
It's about that time. Yeah.
All that stupid stuff. But yeah. So good times ahead. Some TV stuff coming up.
Yep.
We got Ahsoka coming up August 22nd, I think you said earlier to me.
Yep. They changed the drop to Tuesdays, and the first one will be a 2-episode drop. So
I saw that. Yeah. That'll be nice. Look forward to that. Did you watch the trailer?
Yes, I did watch the trailer. I even think I watched the teaser where she takes on one of the Inquisitors with dual lightsabers.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, I think it's like a 2-minute thing. She takes on like 2 or 3 people and then winds up with the Inquisitor. and she's like rocking dual lightsabers. It's pretty good. I can't wait.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be
Sweet.
back. Dude, there's not much else on the horizon that I can think of. I mean, everything I can think of is like in the fall.
Well, one thing that's coming, and I keep seeing it because it's weird watching a lot of Peacock with soccer and with reruns of The Office. They keep having commercials for Invasion, which is an Apple TV
Yeah,
show.
that's
And
true.
the second season, it says coming soon. I don't know the exact date, but I'm gonna go and rewatch the first season. I really liked the first season of that show. It was really good. Um, it was kind of in that run. There was like two or three Apple shows at the same time that I was like, it's kind of, and we end up liking Silo and of course Ted Lasso, and
Yep.
so they do have some good um, kind of under the radar shows that um, I've liked and watched that probably a lot of people haven't watched. So, I mean, we liked Shrinking.
Oh yeah,
I heard Hijack is really good. Idris Elba on Apple TV.
I could see that
There's
being
been
good.
multiple podcasts about it,
Hmm.
like that I see out there in the internet. So, um, but I mean, of course, we're still waiting for Severance to come back. But
Yeah.
um,
With the
for
writer's strike,
me,
I think we're gonna be. I think we're gonna be hanging.
yeah, I don't think I've seen anything like positive at all in any of it. So,
No, no.
um,
Oh, I'll tell
it's
you what.
not.
What did just start back up again? Only Murders in the Building on Hulu.
I need to watch that too. Like,
This
because
season is
I mean,
so good, dude, because like it's Steve Martin, Martin Short, and Selena Gomez, and they're all great on their own. And like each season, they add like one like extra famous person.
yeah,
And this season, it's Meryl Streep, and you
I
can tell
saw.
she's like another level above everybody else. You're like, just give her the Emmy. She's gonna win, dude. It's insane.
Yeah, I saw a commercial for it with her and Martin Short were talking about Little Shop of Horrors or something like that. And I'm
Yeah, yeah.
like, I need to go back and watch. Maybe I'll start. I mean, there's so much. I kind of like. There's a lull,
Yep.
which of shows, but I've got so much I can watch. I just can't. I'm in I go through these modes where I don't want to watch something new.
Yeah.
So now
Don't
I'm
have the
watching
bandwidth. Yeah.
The Office. Well, even if the bandwidth, right? Like, um, it's just like, oh, I'll watch something comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I mean the last show that I watched that was new for me was Somebody Somewhere
Mm.
on Max, which I finished. And Blanca, she's like watched the first season now, and there's a couple episodes in the second, and that's really really good. I highly recommend that.
Nice.
But it's like Midwestern family, just like I don't know, but it's really good. So I mean, there's TV out there. Just like I
Yeah.
haven't been motivated. Um,
So you said Midwest. You know what show I'm like aching to rewatch over again is Outer Range.
yeah, yeah,
Like
got to
I
put that on.
can't wait for season 2 of that to pop back on because that shit was whack.
Imogene Putin or what? What's
Yeah,
her
Imogene Poots. She's not related to the
Poots?
Russian president.
uh,
And then I saw we both like For All Mankind. The woman that played the president in the last season and then was in Ted Lasso season
yeah.
3. I feel bad I don't remember her name, but I saw that she is exiting as a regular from For All Mankind.
Oh
I
no
think
way.
I think I heard that she'll do some scenes to like show her character exit, but she's going to be done with the
Yeah,
show. So I think her stock is getting pretty hot, so she's moving on.
yeah, and I think I mean for the shows, um, like I think almost her kind of narrative has run its course.
Yeah. Hey,
Um,
we're getting a 10-year jump, and she's not going to be president anymore. What do ex-presidents do? Nothing.
well, we can argue that 44 of them have done nothing, but one seems to have a problem letting go of his loss and won't go away like every other fucking president ever. But
So
anyway,
funny.
that's a different uh story. I've been trying to stay out of politics, but the last couple of days of being home alone and when I'm not fishing. And so Showtime is back. No, wait. Winning time.
Winning time.
Winning
I know. I
time.
think I called it Showtime earlier too.
You called
Yeah.
it Showtime earlier, and I'm like,
Yeah.
winning time.
Winning time. About the Lakers. Season 2 started.
Yeah.
I
So
I'm really liking it.
yeah, you've watched the first two. I've watched the first one. I've got
Yep.
to play catch up this weekend. I really liked the first episode, and I forgot how cool it was to watch like the 70s, 80s style
Yeah.
production that they do. Like, what's really cool is it's not shot, it looks like it's shot with old technology, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And it looks authentic. And just the guy who plays Magic Johnson's so good. And
He's
John C.
amazing.
Riley's so good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and the first episode, it was interesting to go in. You know, I never knew that Magic was injured. I mean, I guess everybody has injuries over the career, and I
Yeah.
was like 4 at the time. So,
Yeah.
like, I mean, I don't know how I would remember that,
I
but
remember the day. It was a drizzly Tuesday. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I was watching our TV that had, that was built into the wall or the ground, weighed 7,000 pounds, and it was a game of the
7-inch
week.
black and white.
Um, but I really like. I didn't expect it to go into like. I mean, I guess I should have because it started back with him and Cook,
Yeah.
Cookie or whatever, and then the child out of wedlock, and it made me like afterwards. I was researching everything. Well, I mean, they weren't married or whatever; they were broken up.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he was trying to get back with her constantly while fucking everything that moved. Um,
Right.
but that he has 3 kids, and the first one, and then the other 2 were with his wife, which they're still married and stuff. Like
And she doesn't have AIDS.
uh, he doesn't anymore either, apparently. But
You know the cure for that
um,
is money.
yeah. You want to go? We can go back around and go through oppression and elite and
Yeah. Yeah.
uh,
Yeah, I don't realize I did not realize that because I haven't done much research. I'm not a Lakers fan, but I'm just watching
yeah,
it through the lens of the show, right? And I know it's not entirely true, but I had no idea.
yeah,
Like I knew he was a womanizer. I've seen the interview with him and Bob Costas where like he talks about like his escapades. And it was post when he
yeah,
said he contracted HIV. But like
yeah,
I didn't know he had like a kid like and just almost paid him off to like go away, but basically they like did their own thing. And I love how their dad kicked out like his like agent guy. He was like, "Get the
yeah,
fuck off my porch!" Like that was so good.
yeah, yeah. That was really good, and that was kind of like it's like they're trying really. I mean, because I guess they're not trying hard because in reality, he was such a likable. Well, he's still alive, so I'm talking like he's dead,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
he's a likable guy.
yeah.
Even he's done so many things wrong in the Christian sense, but like no one cares.
No, yeah.
Like,
He's charming. He's friendly.
yeah,
Like he knows how to carry himself. Like he's a nice guy. Like it's just
yeah,
somebody that walks into the room and, for lack of a better word, his dick has been there for 10 minutes before him. Like he's just a guy that carries that swagger and that confidence that he makes friends with everybody. So it's
yeah,
not surprising, and then like it's not surprising that he clashes with like Kareem, who's like very reserved and internal and
yeah,
like Zen focused, and like who has a baby with his wife and like is all about it. And then like I love they show that contrast between Kareem, who's like all about having the baby, and then like
Yeah.
Magic is like, oh fuck, I knocked somebody up. Like so crazy to see like their different like personalities.
Yeah, and I wonder, like, in real life, how, because I know with the first season, didn't like Jerry West was like,
Yeah,
made me look like an asshole, or like, this
alcoholic,
is not me, and
rageaholic.
like, yeah, and so,
They
like,
really dialed him down this season. Yeah.
yeah, it's just like,
Yeah.
just,
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah. All right.
Yeah. Yeah, that's been
Uh,
good. I like how they in the first episode they did it's a time jump, right? It's like them in
yeah,
the future playing against the Celtics, and then like it jumps back to what 5, 6 years before or whatever it was, like right after the first title. And that's when Magic gets hurt. Yeah.
yeah, because I think the year after their first title, um, Boston beat the Rockets, and then I
Correct.
think the next year Philly beat the Rockets or something like as well. So there was, I think, a couple years in a row they weren't even in
Yeah, I
in
think
the
the second year, the year after the championship, the Rockets lost, and then the year after that, I think the Lakers beat the 76ers, something like that. I was looking at the NBA finals over that stretch, and the Lakers
yeah,
have been to like 12 out of 15. Like either the Lakers or the Celtics were in like 12 out of 15.
yeah.
That's
Well,
insane.
and Philly also had a big run like in
Yeah.
the early '80s, I think, with Dr. J, late '70s, early
Yeah.
'80s. So it was basically like three teams. It was Philly, Boston,
Nuts.
and Lakers. I mean, and occasionally Rockets, or
Yep.
think a few other Western Conference teams, but the Western Conference was kind of dominated by LA for a long time.
Yep.
So
But yeah, and
yeah,
then John C. Riley is just. I mean, I watched the show for him. I mean, I love the guy that plays Magic, but I'm watching it for Jerry Buss because he's like crazy and off the wall and like just pulling like making shit like happen out of nowhere. But they do
yeah,
pretty good because they like pay tribute to Sally Field, who played his mom. I can't remember if that's the first or the second episode, but
yeah,
um, and then like Jeannie Buss is his daughter, obviously, and she like eventually takes over the Lakers empire. And I just saw like an interview with her not too long ago about how she was talking about the show and how she likes to watch it. And mostly it's because she sees her dad and John C. Riley. It's so close.
yeah.
And
Oh wow.
the production show got with uh Jerry Buss's tailor from back in the
Hmm.
70s. The guy's son took over the business and they still have like
Yeah,
all the stuff that Jerry Buss used to wear. So like they got John C. Riley hooked up with his tailor. So he wears all the same shit that Jerry Buss actually used to wear.
that's crazy.
Yeah. So they're going really deep in the authentic, authentic type. But
Yeah, I think that's what makes it really good. I mean, they put a lot of care into how they portray. I mean, and I think really the only complaint that you heard, at least the first season, was Jerry Buss, right?
yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean,
Or
they kind
Jerry
of
West. Yeah.
Jerry West, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, they had. I mean, they made it. She used to look like a raging alcoholic, like fucking insane person. So, I mean,
Yeah.
I get it, but like, I mean, Paul Westhead and Pat Riley, just I, I just, it's funny. I can't even tell, and I had to go look and see who was the actual head coach. Like, I can't even tell who's the head coach because how
No.
they just kind of interchange.
Yeah.
And it's such an interesting thing because I wonder if it's almost like, and this is sports, like in the weed stuff, but it just is like them two, right? And now you have like five coaches, like assistant coach. You have so many coaches and stuff.
Yeah.
Even like when I watch a Premier League game and you have like Man City take Pep Guardiola and he's out by himself, and he goes back to the the bench and there's like 1 second he's sitting next to, like, it looks like maybe like he's like a 70-year-old guy that he's like probably getting a lot of advice from, and then a younger guy, like there's four other guys, and they're all giving him advice, but it's like this is like Pat Riley and Paul Westhead or whatever, and we're
Yeah,
like just
just figuring it
all
out. Yeah,
yeah. But the Jason Segel and fucking Adrian Brody are so good
they're
at
so
those
good.
roles. Like the characters. I mean the actors, the choices to play those characters are
Yeah,
spot on. I mean
yeah,
it's just masterfully done.
yeah.
It's
Yeah, I went back to look at photos of Pat Riley, and I was like, wow, they did really good casting Adrian Brody. Like when he gets his slicked back hair and he's wearing his suits and shit, like they did in the time jump in the first episode. It was like, oh, okay, yeah, I
yeah
can really see it now. But yeah, Paul Westhead, it's just if you watch the next episode, you start to see like the difference between the two of them, and some shit happens. So it'll be really interesting. But
yeah
yeah, they like back then it was all about like the coaches and coaching the players, and you didn't have like you had like big names, but not like it is today where it's
yeah.
all
It
like
wasn't a
player centric.
superstar.
Yeah,
Yeah, it wasn't a superstar league, which now each team, the top teams revolves around 1 to 3 superstars, and the rest
yeah.
are those guys kind of dictate the franchise, the coaches,
Yeah, they have say on
everything.
like who they bring in and like
Yeah,
what coach they want for next season. It's crazy. Like it's become player centric, and I think this show is kind of proving that that's kind of how things changed when the Lakers were so big, because you see the
yeah,
dynamic in I think the second episode they fight over like who actually won the title. Was it them or was it Paul Westhead? Was it the players or was it Paul Westhead? And there's this huge debate going
well,
back and forth.
I know it started in the first because they were
Yeah,
like, like the whole Magic and his little crew, like, are it was us, right? And not even Cap, they're like,
yeah,
we
yeah.
need to
Cap
tell
should
him,
sit.
like, hey, you've got to write. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like they're not even. It's not a coach. This is like kind of the mindset changing of like,
yeah,
hey, we're the ones that are running shit, right?
yeah.
So,
Yeah, Jerry
um,
Buss changed the way the sport was run, and then the players changed like how the sport was actually played. It's so crazy. Yeah.
I mean, it made the NBA logo after Jerry West, right?
That's
I mean,
right.
that's
Yeah.
who. Yeah.
It's
So
crazy.
yeah,
Yeah, but it's a good show. I'll keep watching. I mean, the second episode's really good. We'll see more because like they're obviously it's the second season after, or it's the season after winning the title. They don't win if you look at history. That's no
yeah,
giveaway. And they have a really hard time dealing with it. So it's going to be really cool to see like the internal conflict and stuff like that. And whenever like Magic gets his shit together. So
yeah. No, for sure. Look forward to. I mean, the fun part is it's like a fun show. It's not.
yeah,
We're not trying to figure anything out. It's all stuff we can do some quick research and
yeah.
find out anyway. So
It's no
it's a
mystery.
good,
Yeah,
yeah, it's a good, but I mean, what really draws you in is the actors and how they shoot the show.
yeah,
So,
definitely.
anyways, that's why I like it so far. So,
No, I agree. Yeah, acting, costume design, and definitely like cinematography. It's all great. It's all great. So,
yeah,
but yeah,
yeah,
so that was winning time about the Lakers. You've been watching anything else?
just reruns of The Office.
Classics.
And I mean, Somebody Somewhere, which we've talked about, I've brought up a few times.
Yep.
Just finished that, and then get ready for Ahsoka and
Oh yeah.
and then American Horror Story with Kim Kardashian
Kimmy K.
early September.
Yep.
That almost turned me off, but I mean, they had ended the season with Lady Gaga,
Yep.
and that
But
was
just wait.
good. She did really good. So
Kanye will be out there tweeting like, "I'm not watching American Horror Story because my fucking ex-wife is in it." He'll be tweeting just like Trump does. Like it's great.
he'll be like, they should name it American Horror Story. Sorry.
I'm leaving that in. That's great.
Yeah, leave that one in. Sorry, Yee.
Yeah.
It's all good, Yee.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's Yee now. Yeah.
Yeah. Much mad respect, yo.
Yeah. But
But
yeah,
yeah, and you watch what are you watching right now?
Only Murders in the Building. We talked about that. Below Deck Down Under season 2 just started. which had some crazy shit. Like they just had to get rid of some people because like there was some like questionable like drunken hooking up consent shit that went down. So like they wound up kicking like two people off the boat. It's a first for the show. So it's pretty crazy.
Wow.
Just like how much of that is actually fucking staged because it is a reality TV show, but
Yeah.
they got pretty wasted. So um
Mm.
no, yeah, watch that. What else? Football's back. Yeah, been watching reruns of Parks and Rec. I mean, that's always a classic.
You, you said you watched the first episode of Twisted Metal,
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
or is
Twisted
that
Metal.
what it is?
It's got potential. It's got Anthony Mackie, right, who's in like all the Marvel movies and stuff. He's hilarious in it. Like his character's
Yeah.
great. And then local favorite Rosa Diaz from Brooklyn Nine
Yeah.
Nine.
Beatriz Hidalgo.
Yeah,
She's
yeah,
from Houston.
yeah, crazy. And so she's in that opposite him. And then it has. I didn't grow up during the time when Nev Campbell was big, but she's in it and she's like the bad guy in the show. And I'm just
I grew up during the time when Nev Campbell was big.
yeah, I figured, but she just doesn't do it for me as a bad person. So it's like okay, I get it, but that's my only drawback to the show. So
Well, she kind of always played like kind of the white trash girl.
yeah,
Like, I mean, in Scream and in
Scream. That's right.
Wild Things.
Oh, I forgot
She
about Wild
was,
Things.
oh, how can you forget about that? That was
Uh,
like formative in my late teenage years.
that was
I mean,
prepubescent for
you,
Michael.
yeah, yeah, you haven't even started to have the tinglings yet there. Uh,
Oh shit!
the Wild Things was fucking wild, man.
Yeah,
That was had to
they
go
had
back
Matt
and
Dillon in it, right?
Matt Dillon and Denise Richards
Yeah, I
and
know that scene. Yeah,
Nev Campbell.
yeah.
uh,
So yeah,
yeah,
Twisted Metal has potential. I haven't continued past the first episode, but it's if there's nothing else on, I'll probably throw it back up, but we'll see.
you're not gonna kick it out of bed,
No, not for eating crackers or
as
anything.
the kid,
Yeah,
as the kids would say.
yeah. Oh man, but yeah, other than that, there's not a whole lot else on. To be honest with you.
Yeah, I'm just playing Tapped Out, like in my
Nice.
spare time too. So that's consumed a lot of my life. I'm on level 51 now, and I've gotten
Cool.
about 50 characters and um, pretty deep into the game. That's
I never
my.
made it past day one.
I know.
My town's probably bankrupt. Yeah.
Every time I go look, like, could you go to the friends' towns? And I go look at yours, I'm like, yeah, it's but that's okay. You know,
Yeah.
you find these little games, and you know, you find ones that you like, and you play those and kill time with it.
Yep.
Helps me get through some meetings.
Yep.
So
Yeah, man. But yeah, anything else?
nah, man, I think that's it for me.
Cool.
We got to get we'll get back on some kind of regular schedule here post summer,
Yeah.
hopefully. So
Yeah, we're not
we
going
kind
anywhere, folks. We're just kind of pulling off the
of
gas a little bit. I know it feels like we haven't
you're like,
put we've been a little for the last couple of episodes, but we're not going anywhere. We're just kind of taking it easy for the summer break. But yeah, expect something coming up. We're going to be doing a best of, and we're thinking about Arrested Dev and
yeah,
maybe like best like running gags and best like cameos and stuff like that. There's a lot of things, a lot of different things about that show that's crazy that I really like, and I love that it's like the precursor to Succession. So that'll be really interesting to watch. So
yeah, and also a kind of where are they now? What happened to their
yeah,
careers afterwards
it's
too?
true.
So we a lot of great actors in that show. And what's the Instagram thing you sent me? There's a lot of similarities between Succession, Righteous Gemstones, and Arrested Development.
Yeah,
With
all like eldest sons wanting to take over the family biz. Like it's so hilarious, and they're all just morons. Well, Jason Bateman isn't so much of a moron; he just has horrible family.
yeah, true that, true that.
Yeah, but that'll be great.
Yeah. All right.
So
Yeah, that's
yeah,
it. That's it.
but yeah, tune in next week. We'll be talking Arrested Dev, and I'm sure we'll be talking more about Winning Time and Ahsoka, because that'll be coming out midweek. And we'll probably pop something in. Chuck's going to be out. He's going to be a little wounded. He's having his foot cut off.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll be catching up on Instagram. I'm going to drop my top 5 shows that I'm watching right now. Give people a little taste of what's going
Ooh,
on.
nice.
And
Yeah.
we'll talk more about Winning Time and Arrested Dev. And tune in. Check out all the podcast platforms. We're on all of them. Check out our Instagram at Can We Kick It Pod. Email us at canwekickitpod1 Gmail. Check out our website, kickingitmedia.com. And as my cousin likes to say,
Mahalo. And pray for Maui.